Wanted to share this little garden area here. Believe it or not, there's radishes in here. They've just left them way too long, so I'm sure they're going to reseed any time. But also, I don't know if you can tell, there's Swiss chard in here. I did not plant any Swiss chard. I didn't plant it over here. It just grew all by its little lonesome, and I'm sure I had a plant maybe like 4 feet away. And the seeds from that, because I let a lot of things go to seed, and that's what's happened here. Well, I went out and got 4 leaves of Swiss chard. I'm going to cut it up and cook it for breakfast. Wash thoroughly. Now I'm going to cut it up to cook. All cut up, took about 1 minute, and now I'm going to place it in a pan. See, it's cooking now. I had about 1/3 of an 8-ounce container of mushrooms still left from the other day, so I decided to throw that in also. Looks pretty tasty, doesn't it, everybody? I've thrown in a little bit of leftover onion that I had here still, and a little bit of leftover bacon, as you can see. See that little bacon over there? So far, it looks like a whole pan full of leftovers, thrown in with some fresh Swiss chard. Looking pretty good for dinner, or breakfast, I guess. It is breakfast. Got a little bit of cashews here. Threw a couple in to give a little more flavor, a little bit of red pepper flakes, and a little bit of lemon pepper. So hopefully that'll give it enough seasoning, give it a little bit of kick, and I'm ready to eat. Look at the steam coming off. Oh, can't wait to eat it. Doesn't it look good? Love it, love it, love it. Oh, this turned out so good. I love it. It's got so much flavor. Oh, the mushrooms, the onions, the Swiss chard. Oh, I can't wait to make this again. And I just threw in leftovers. A little leftover bacon. I think I had 2 little pieces from the other night. I took a few little bit of cashews in there. And the Swiss, it just brought, oh, it's just wonderful. You guys have got to try it. And I would say this is a 0 cost, but it really isn't. But it is all leftovers. The only thing that was fresh right out of the garden was the Swiss chard. The mushrooms I've had a couple days in the refrigerator. This is the 3rd meal I've made with those mushrooms out of an 8-ounce container. And I just got the cashews on sale for, I don't know, like $3. And I just put a little bit of a handful in there. So that isn't really a very big expense either. And of course, the Swiss chard was from the garden, and that I didn't even plant. The nature planted it. So great meal. Love it for breakfast. As you can see, I'm not a big cereal eater. This is just wonderful. I am going to make this again. Well, as you can see, I ate every bit of it. It was so good. The only thing I might do differently when I make it, I probably would maybe get another 2 or 3 Swiss chard leaves, because once I started cooking it, it really did wilt down. Didn't look like too much, but it was so good I can't even tell you. And I did forget to mention one thing. I had some bacon grease left from when I cooked that bacon the other day, and that's what I cooked everything in, and maybe that's why it tasted so good. I'm sure you could use other oil if you want, but I was just trying to make something that wasn't going to cost me hardly anything, and I had all these leftovers, and I couldn't believe how well it turned out. And this is something I'm going to make again. And it was just something I kept pulling stuff out of the refrigerator. So don't throw stuff away. You'd be surprised just throwing different stuff together and what you'll get. This is a perfect example.